This is a person you lent £5,000 to?
Yeah, that's correct.
Now, I have to come to an assessment here because I'm actually genuinely troubled by the situation that you're in. And you stand there with your arms folded. But there are circumstances, not necessarily in this case, where proceeding in the way that you have would have exposed you to criminal sanctions. This is the notification of judgment. Yeah. How long after that did you become aware that he was in excess of £20,000 worth of debt?
What I know from what he told me is that, you know, he has other debts and stuff like that, having financial difficulties.
Were you aware that his relative had been paid the £5,000?
No.
So you didn't get your money, but the relative got his. What do you think of that?
Sorry for my language, but I think that's a...
Well, I may agree with you. What I can do is come to a conclusion straight away. And I do so in very difficult circumstances because you have nothing in writing. What you do have, however, are transfer documents of the money that went to him. I've seen that. I'm also satisfied that this was not a business loan. I'm also satisfied that he purchased goods with the amount that you lent him. And I'm satisfied on the evidence I've seen that there is clearly a line between the money you lent him and the purchase of that car. If I wasn't satisfied about that, or his honesty in this case, you would have real difficulty. Because most agreements between family and friends are not enforceable in court, other than in the narrowest of circumstances. What did you want to say?
Sorry to interrupt you, Your Honour. I just want to make something clear. I helped him start his business. I helped him, in some ways, make that money. Because I guided him, and I gave him advice, and I gave him my opinion, and I made him know people that would help him get on board.
So that has
I gave people jobs through him.
You would like to counter-claim. In other words, you're saying, even if this £5,000 is owed, I should take into consideration the various things you've done for him which have a value.
Exactly.
Which you're now suing him for. What are you suing him for? You have to have a cause of action. What's your cause of action?
All I'm saying...
What should I take off the bill?
All I'm saying...
What should I take off the bill?
About 100 grand.
£100,000.
I've got an amazing mind.
You've got an amazing mind?
I've got an amazing mind.
Yes, I suspect it's a one-off. Farman, you lent Ahad money in circumstances where I'm absolutely satisfied in the past he helped you a great deal. Right. I'm also satisfied in the past that he has been more than a business support, but a family support to you, a good friend, and what's more, that his personal contacts were the reason, in significant part, that you are the success that you are. That was part of the reason that you were prepared to lend him money, no questions asked. I'm also entirely satisfied you wouldn't have done so unless there was a clear and unequivocal promise that the money would come back to you, and that it was for a business purpose, and that it would be returnable in a reasonable period of time. Ahad's behaviour in this matter has been breathtakingly troubling. He sold a car in circumstances where he was on notice he should not, because it was covered by finance. That has exposed him to a loss in excess of £20,000. That is not your problem. You had what I'm perfectly satisfied is an enforceable agreement, and I'm afraid his injury has to be added to by further insult in this case, because the reality is you're entitled to that money back, and this court awards you the full value of £5,000 by the narrowest margin. That's the award of this court, £5,000. Sir, you've got a degree in economics. Understood? You need to think a little bit more carefully about money. £5,000.
Thank you very much.
Farman won his case and was awarded the full amount of his claim.